we're going to give back to them and have them use those resources back into the city, where we can do that city cleaning for them free of charge. And that's what the main goal is.
For us to partner up with somebody like your group here is a blessing. And if there's ever a time that we needed the help, it is now. It is definitely now.
Hi, I'm Lois Paula. Today we'll be cleaning the streets and coastlands of communities, seeing how even one helping hand can move an entire neighborhood. And we'll be introducing you to individual families who are doing their part to make a difference. Welcome to the INC Giving Show.
A little goes a long way when we join together. It's more than enough when we show our love. It's alright to make a change. The future's not so far away. There's hope, there's light. If we open our eyes, this is our chance.
We're in Montclair, Southern California, where more than 200 volunteers are joining Iglesia Ni Cristo congregations around the nation in support of the environmental efforts of our neighbors. The local congregation of Montclair has gathered today to help transform some of their city streets, to help create a better and safer neighborhood.
Now, hopefully everyone has registered. As you see on this table,
A partnership was formed between the city of Montclair and the INC Giving Project.
sites, one being a senior citizen home.
Like I said, this economy is really, taking a toll on everything. So, there's just a lot of violations out there. But we tried to target the places that were most prevalent and the people that needed the most help.
What began as a small community cleanup turned into a much, much larger effort.
That's where our 6 target project sites came from. Now, hopefully everyone has registered.
6 project sites within the neighboring community of the chapel were chosen, and hundreds of brethren prepared to get dirty, to get moving, and most importantly, to give. When we come back, we'll see how recent natural disasters hit communities on the East Coast and how congregations pull together to make a difference for those affected. Don't go away, stay with us right here on INC Giving. Welcome back to INC Giving. We're here in Montclair, Southern California, where neighbors are helping make this community a place each one of them can call their home. Brethren brought their cleaning equipment and their high spirits to tackle these large projects. Piece of trash by piece of trash, tumbleweed by tumbleweed. At sites across the neighborhood, this city was transformed. But this city isn't the only one that's been transformed by the INC Giving Project. Let's see now how members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo in Connecticut helped others after Hurricane Irene ravaged through neighborhoods across the East Coast.
Major damage is reported in other parts of the...
On August 20, the northeastern part of the United States was hit with a powerful storm, resulting in weeks of cleanup for neighborhoods and millions of dollars in damage. As a way to help their neighborhood in Moosop, Connecticut, the Brethren in Windham helped clean the damage left by the storm. They cleared fallen trees, cleared yards, and worked side by side with their neighbors. And at the end of the day, the INC Giving Project not only helped another neighborhood, but cleared way for new relationships with the community it served. While members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo in the U.S. and Canada went into communities and neighborhoods to clean as part of the INC Giving Project, a different sort of outreach took place in Minchinbury, a suburb of Sydney, Australia. Neighborhood Appreciation Days, sponsored by the INC Giving Project, have been popping up all across the US and Canada, and now has traveled to the other side of the world. A gesture that surprised many of the residents living in the neighborhood.
Everyone is so nice, how they're like really welcome, like, you know, saying hello to everyone. And that's the impact. Most of the church, when you go, they don't really say hi, you know, they just look at you and be like, oh, that person new, but they're not going to walk up to you and say hi. So that's what they're really good, impact for me.
Free health checks, free photos, free food, and free music were just some of the many services offered to the community.
I've got experience with organizing events and the volunteer, the dedication, because if you had to pay everyone, it would be astronomical, but you know, just the volunteer, it's really good to see.
Couldn't believe it. Why so free, you know? Most of all the churches, like, you had to pay everything, you know? But this one's like the first. It's like, wow, like, I can't believe you guys give that to the people, like, you know?
The event also gave many longtime residents of the neighborhood an opportunity to walk inside the chapel they may have passed by for years.
Everything must be done in orderliness. So that's for orderliness.
I thought the chapel was absolutely beautiful. I saw it being built. I've been here 30 years in Minchinbury, and it's the most beautiful church I've ever seen. It's absolutely gorgeous.
The act of giving has the power to ignite something in all of us. And through this event, the INC Giving Project has shown just how much power an act of kindness can have on even just one individual.
Nice to meet you as well.
Good morning.
I'm here with Gabe Fondario and Steve Lustrell, the representatives from the city of Montclair, who has been together with us and partnered with us for this community outreach project.
For us to partner up with somebody like your group here is a blessing, because we can hit some of these houses, we can hit some of these community properties that need to be cleaned up, and if there's ever a time that we needed the help, it is now. It is definitely now.
How do you feel about, the potential that this partnership has to grow and to even inspire other people in the community, other organizations to work together to make the city, a better place?
By having a large group of folks go out into the community like this and try to clean up properties, it's what a lot of folks don't realize is that it's not only an asset or an assistance or help to the property owner themselves, where the work is being done, but it benefits the surrounding neighborhood and the entire community.
Well, there you have it, an example of how there are so many opportunities for us to help. It's all a matter of being motivated to join someone, talk to someone, or find out more information of how we can make a difference. Don't go away. More INC Giving when we return.
Across the country and across the globe, brethren have been INC giving and joining the efforts to keep our communities clean. International Coastal Cleanup Day was established by the Ocean Conservancy. Each September, this one-day volunteer effort aims to clean up the marine environment in more than 100 countries.
But, want to thank you all for coming out. Everyone's, coffee latte from McDonald's and all the things they don't think about, they kind of toss out the window. Guess what? It all ends up down here sooner or later.
Brethren from National City in San Diego County joined in on the efforts to clean up the coastline in this Southern California city.
So far, I've picked up plastic bottles, plastic trash, a lot of broken glass, and some metal cans.
I kind of picked up like branches, dry branches, cigarette butts.
The chance to participate gave the members of National City a new appreciation for the parks and trails that surround their city.
It feels great to give back because, you know, it's important to help keep these parks and trails clean, you know.
We'll head over to the other side of the United States, where Brethren are cleaning the National Harbor located in the U.S. Capitol. The young Brethren who participated can already see the impact of the cleanup in their community.
It's very important to keep it clean because, you know, like I mentioned, you wouldn't want to live in a filthy place.
It's very important to clean our surroundings, especially nowadays that people consume more items daily, which makes our surroundings very unclean.
Brethren participated in coastal cleanups all along the eastern and western coasts of the United States. But while many other cities were helping clean coastlines, other cities, like Houston, Texas, were helping in a different way. Brethren reclaimed a genuine Texas prairie as they gathered at the Herman Park Conservancy to help restore the park to its original state as part of the annual National Public Lands Day. And in Jigu, Guam, Brethren transformed a city bus stop. What was once a vandalized eyesore on the side of the road is now a beautiful addition to the cityscape. We all have a responsibility to help our communities. In cities across the world, the INC Giving Project continues to find ways to reach out and make a difference.
One of the sites that the church group is going to do today is an elderly, disabled gentleman.
His inability to maintain the yard has impacted not only his property, but also those in the neighborhood.
How has it been kind of, you know, this is your pride and joy, your community. Unfortunately, you know, you want to help also, but you see a house such as this that isn't upkept as well as your own homes. How does that make you feel?
We work so hard to keep our yards clean, you know, and maintenance, and then you look out your window and all the weeds are this high, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least I don't have to look out my window at it. I have to, when I go out though, it's there.
Many of the residents have tried to help out when they can. And so the presence of hundreds of volunteers from the INC Giving Project was a welcome sight to those living in the neighborhood.
And I seen them cleaning up the house, and at first I thought, I was like, oh, that's cool. Someone, you know, is doing a little charity for him, and that's cool because it looked like he couldn't help himself, really.
It was a gesture that city officials knew would not go unnoticed.
By getting a group of folks out there and pitching in and helping him out, I'm sure he'll be very appreciative of that.
We went in, launched this big task force, and you start seeing one by one people poking their head out of their windows, poking their head out of their garages, wondering what is going on.
Brethren brought their lawnmowers and made this property a home, one trash bag at a time.
Sometimes there are snakes in the brush, so what they used to teach us to do is step on each end of the bag and pull it up, and then sweep into the bag. That way, if there was something in there, it would go right into the bag instead of hitting your hand or anything like that.
An overrun flower bed was even returned to its former beauty. And as the house remained quiet, the Brethren continued to work, even if no one emerged to thank them for their efforts.
I don't have an adjective to describe how great it is to see this many people out here today. Outstanding, wonderful, I mean, just don't seem to do it.
But at the end of the day, their true joy was found not in any accolades or recognition, but in knowing they gave back to the community where it was needed, with joy and happiness.
Through this project, though something so small as cleaning up a yard, how we can really impact, the neighbors within the community and really start to understand what does it mean to INC give.
Finding time with our families is often hard to come by. Parents and children are busy with their own activities, but quality family time is important. And what better way to spend your quality time than by volunteering? Together, let's meet the Valdez family, who recently volunteered together at City Meals.
It is such a blessing that we were able to participate in an INC giving activity like this as a family. In July, my family had the chance to volunteer our services with City Meals on Wheels. The organization provides healthy food to homebound elderly in New York. As volunteers, we were assigned to deliver the meals. It was a rewarding endeavor, with all the wide smiles we got from the elderly as they opened their doors, and knowing we are from the Church of Christ is priceless. It is our hope, with me and my husband leading our children as they grow up, that they will be inspired and these actions will be instilled in their hearts, and that they may continue to do noble deeds not only to our brethren, but most especially to our fellow men.
The act of volunteering is more than just a one-time event. For many families, it's a way of life. Let's see how the Felicilda family from Sacramento, California, has made helping others a part of everyday life.
I'm Brother Pastor Felicilda from Sacramento, California. My wife Dina and my two sons, Dean and Patrick, volunteer at several autism, awareness, and special needs organizations. We provide clothing, toys, and school supplies. Also, we offer general public awareness and support by going on field trips and outings with these special needs children. Our youngest son, Dean, is severely autistic. Dean just celebrated his 11th birthday. Even with the challenges of raising a special needs child, God has answered our prayers to remain strong, to overcome, and still perform our sacred church duties and obligations. Dean, along with our family and loving brethren, humble instruments for God's work and glory.
These two families, along with many others in Iglesia Ni Cristo, participated in the INC Giving Family Giving Project. They are examples of how each of us have the power to give back and help others. These families are just a few whose acts of kindness are changing lives. If you'd like to share your own story of giving, whether it be yours or someone you might even know, email us at the address on the screen. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll share your stories of giving right here on our show. We hope the stories you've seen and the people you've met have inspired you to give in big or small ways. It's deeply rewarding to know what a difference you've made in someone else's life. So remember, whenever you possibly can, do good to those who need it. I'm Lois Paula. Thanks for watching. Join us again next time right here on the INC Giving Show.